I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. Totally the wrong Disney princess, because today I'm dressed as Belle with this adorable shirt. It's so cute. But let's get on with that video. Hey guys! So today's gonna be a monthly favorites video, which is my very favorite video to film, and I have got a lot of things to talk about. So sit down, get your snacks and your drinks. Why did I say snacks like that? Like I have a little accent like a mother. So first of all, we're gonna talk about makeup because that's kind of what this channel is about. And I have not one but two lipsticks today that I want to talk about. One of them I'm wearing today on my lips, on my face, and it is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss, which is super confusing because if it's gloss and matte, that confuses me. How can it be both things at once? It's like a game changer. And it's only $8 and I love this formula. It's like not super matte, but it just looks like a regular lipstick kind of, but mixed with the matte liquid lipstick. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a satiny, a little bit of a glossy finish, but not too glossy. And I found like, it's kind of a drugstore dupe for this I also want to talk about because I saw this all over Instagram. This is the Kat Von D Lolita 2, and this one's more of a terracotta and this is more of a pink, but they're very similar in colors. These are both so good, my favorites. Another Kat Von D that was so expensive and I waited to get it for a very long time. I've heard everybody talk about this and I'm like, is that good? Is the bronzers in this just too orange for me? Because I'm very picky. And this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. It is so much better than everyone has said. It's just so good. It is all these colors, and I thought it'd be so good for all the makeup transformations I do of human faces and celebrities to make myself look like someone else, because it has like so many color variations. Even the matte highlighters are so good. If you put too much of the bronzer on, you could cancel some of it out with the matte highlighters. It blends like a dream. It's so buttery and soft. It's not chalky. It doesn't leave patchiness. It like blends so nicely. It's so good. Another monthly favorite that I feel like I always put in my favorites video from the company Witch Baby Soap, because it is like a lifetime favorite company, is the Wolf Moon Body Butter, and it smells like apple vanilla pine forest, and it's like gator goosebump green, and just the consistency is so much different from the other body butter she does. It's more moussey and it just feels so good. I've already knocked down this much of it and I wish I had a bigger one and more of these, because this is one of my all-time favorite scents from her, and it's just so moisturizing and wonderful, and I use this before bed. Another monthly favorite, there is not one but two clothing items, and one of them is this sweater from Fashion Nova. I put this on Instagram. You guys are like, where did you get that? It's just so unique because it looks like a plain sweater with a drawstring and a hoodie on the top, but on the bottom it has like this fancy like dress shirt type dealy, which you have to iron a lot, and I don't like the fact that this is hand washed, but it's so worth it. And Fashion Nova is a website that usually has club wear, and I'm not into club wear. I don't go clubbing, but I saw this sweater on there. I'm like, I have to get it. So they were nice enough to give it to me, and no, they're not paying me to say that, and no company has been paying me to say anything in these monthly favorite videos. But I do have another sweater that I love, and it's by Wild Fox Couture, which is such an expensive brand. These sweaters like $100 or more, like what? But I got this one on sale. This was like my new home, my shell. This was like my little turtle shell, the home I lived in, especially when I was sick this month, and it's just so comfortable. I can see why people spend the money for these, because it's the most comfortable sweater I've ever owned. And by the way, why does this have a small on it? Like the hanger? Who wears a small in this house? I don't. Nobody does. That's so random. I know it's random, but what? Confusing. Another monthly favorites, I have to give a shout out to Clever Kim's Curious Jewelry. That's unique as those drawn to it. This person that makes this jewelry company sent not only this to me, but to my best friend here on YouTube, Bunny, aka Graveyard Girl. She gave us matching friendship necklaces. That is so unique and cool. Okay, first of all, it looks like straight from the show Oddities. That's one of my favorite TV shows. It's like these beautiful, it almost matches my nail polish. It's like green jade looking beetle. It's literal beetle wings, okay? And this is snake vertebrae, and no like animals were harmed to like make these. I think theirs are all ethically like sourced and like taken from already deceased animals, I'm pretty sure. And it's just so unique and cool. It's so like beautiful with just like a black basic top or a gray basic top as like a statement necklace. And it's just so like personal, because me and Bunny both have it, and it's so unique. And where are you gonna find a necklace like this with snake vertebrae and beetle wings? Like what? It's so cool. Now let's talk about food, because that's a lifetime favorite for me. But I found this cereal that I had to try because there's not many cereals that I could eat because I'm allergic to wheat, flour, gluten, rice, everything. And wheat and rice is in every single cereal except some of the corn-based cereals. And this is definitely a corn-based cereal I could eat. And I have missed donuts. You don't even understand. I'm so allergic to donuts that when I bite into them, it burns the roof of my mouth. And I can't, like, my stomach can't process them. But this is sprinkled donut flavored Captain Crunch. So cute and delicious. Like, the cereals itself, like, on the box looks like sprinkled donuts. And it's so good. Like, even for, like, lunch, even, I'll have a bowl of cereal. I know that's really weird, but I love this cereal so much. And it's definitely, like, a junk food, like, guilty pleasure. Like, I try not to eat it every day because it's so delicious. And I know, like, my body would want it every day, but yeah, it's so good. Another favorite that has to do with consumption of food and beverages is this French press coffee maker. If you've never had French press coffee and you love coffee, I would definitely try it. It's funny because I don't even like the taste of coffee. I just use it for like the energy caffeine wise. I put so much junk in my coffee. The French press coffee with like, my favorite creamer is the Coffee Mate Italian sweet cream, like cake. It's, you don't put cake in your coffee, but it tastes like Italian sweet cream cake, and it's a creamer. And I usually love like a Colombian or a French roast coffee, and I put it at the bottom, you put water in it, and you slowly press it down, and it processes the coffee different, and it just makes the coffee taste so much better, especially if you get like fancy coffee beans and grind it yourself, which I haven't have a machine to do that for me. I should get one, invest in one. But look at the design of this. First of all, they were lucky enough to like send this to me because they know like I drink coffee, and this is the Kona brand French press from Amazon. You just put your coffee beans and then hot water and stir, and then slowly but surely press it down. And it's just like such an old school way to make coffee, I feel like. And I just like love doing things like a different way than modern times of just like pushing a button on a machine. And trust me, it tastes so much different than like K-cups and like coffee machines, regular coffee machines. It's so good. 2 Instagram shoutouts I have to give this month of my favorite Instagram accounts is Butte Soup. I want to say Beet Soup, but it's Butte Soup, like beauty soup. She does amazing makeup. Her makeup on her face literally looks like artwork. I look at her eyeshadow looks, it's like, that is art. That should be in a museum. Just like her haircut, her skin color, the color she chooses on her face is just so beautiful. She literally looks like a fairy goddess. I swear to you, it's so good. Another Instagram account I need to give a shout out to is Mab Graves. She does these amazing whimsical artwork drawings of like these human figures and little creatures, and it's so beautiful. I love her whimsy, like just even like pastel colors and stuff she chooses. She is just so great. I could scroll through her Instagram all day, every day. And I have to talk about my favorite album this month. I've been obsessed with this band called Wolfmother, and they were like had one of their songs Woman featured in Guitar Hero. That's where I first discovered them. They just came out with a new album called Victorious, and it is so good. I love 70s type rock, indie rock type of music I've noticed lately, and let me tell you my favorite songs on this album, because they are definitely in the 70s kind of rock alternative category. Of course, its self-titled album is Victorious, so that song is so upbeat and so good. I feel like it's like my Beyonce song. Like, I feel like the person that made that song is personally speaking to me and telling me I could do anything, accomplish anything in life. Another favorite song is Pretty Peggy, and is so good. It kind of brings a little tear to my eye because it reminds me of a Bob Dylan inspired song. Like, it sounds like he had some inspiration to that song, and it sounds like a love story about singing a love story to a woman. And my uncle recently passed away, and his favorite music artist was Bob Dylan, so I think that's why it's very sentimental towards me, and I love that song. Gypsy Caravan, it's so good. I feel like it should be in a time era movie of like the 70s, of like friends hanging out in a van and just traveling together. Baroness is so good, and another song I love because it reminds me of medieval times, and I don't know if it's because I've been obsessed with watching the movie Knight's Tale this month. I watched that quite a few times, and I love that movie with Heath Ledger, rest in peace. That movie was released right before his passing, and that movie is so good, and I think this song should have been in that movie. Well, it's not possible, of course. It came out many years later. But another song I do love on the album, I feel like I'm talking about half the songs on the album, but I do like a lot of them, and the whole album is really good. But the song City Lights is so upbeat. It feels like a song that you're listening to while you're traveling with friends, like having very fun times, traveling really fast in a new city. Another thing that was my favorite this month, and I usually don't do subscription boxes, but this company has been sending me subscription boxes, and it's Halloween themed. Of course, I would want to open it and like it, and this was the best month out of all of the ones they've given me. I think this was in the month of December. So it's a couple months behind, but it's literally my favorite. It's like a cooking themed box this time around, and they give like little whimsical like stuff that looks like it should belong in the Haunted Mansion or was inspired by creepy movies and zombie stuff. Speaking of zombie stuff, since it's cooking themed, these tea towels for your kitchen, zombie skin and brains. How cute is that? It's like my favorite, and I love cooking and baking. A lot of people on Snapchat, because I show some of my food sometimes, they're like, why don't you make a cooking channel? If I had all the time in the world, I would. I barely have time to do these makeup videos. And this apron is bones, and it reminds me of Beetlejuice, like the cartoon Beetlejuice show that I used to love as a kid. And it's just so cute, and I can't wait to like bake things, because I have to bake things with special flour and everything, and I want to bake little cupcakes because they have spider themed with spider web cupcakes and toppers of zombie hands coming out of the cupcakes. Baking Dead. It's so cute. And they have these Tim Burton-esque like little eye hair bows. Like, how adorable is that? And they have this Dead Hungry kitchen refrigerator magnet. That's going on my fridge. Bubblegum scented brain soap. Who else wouldn't want to wash their hands in their bathroom with brains sitting everywhere? I know I would. And they have this bones necklace, and they always put a little like gourmet lollipop. This is blueberry sundae flavored. So yeah, this one was an older one in the month of December, but Spooky Box Club is literally my all-time favorite subscription box, and it is so good, and they give you so many goodies in it. And no, they did not tell me to put this in a video. I just like thought I should because I love it, and I genuinely like am obsessed with Halloween themed like whimsical things. I love anything that looks like it belongs in the Haunted Mansion, basically. And my last favorite this month was the movie The Visit. I have heard such mixed reviews about it. Like, some people love it and they're like, it was okay. And I absolutely love it. It's about these two grandchildren that visit their grandparents for the very first time, like in a farm type setting. Very kind of gruesome scenes, little short gruesome scenes. It's not too gruesome or scary for me personally. It's very Hansel and Gretel-esque. I thought it was gonna go that route, but it doesn't. It has a plot twist. It's so good. It's like one of my new favorite scary movies. It's really good. I don't know why. I think it's because it's very believable, and it's so just like the feelings it gives you. I really love scary movies. I know scary movies aren't for everybody, but I loved it, and you should definitely not watch it unless you're like 13 or over though. So that was all my favorites this month. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Leave a comment down below on what has been your favorite thing this month, food-wise, music-wise, makeup-wise. I want to know everything about you because you guys are my friends, of course. And I will definitely see you guys in another video soon. Love you all. Bye.